Welcome to the call, everybody. We're going to get started in about 5 minutes. So go ahead and send those last minute invites out because we're going to start right on time. you guys. We're about to get started as soon as this song ends. I don't know about y'all, but I just love this track. Thank you guys for tuning in today. If you have anyone that's not on this call yet that you are expecting, go ahead and send them a last minute text so they can go ahead and tune on in. And we are about to get started. All right, I guess I'll go ahead and stop it. How's everybody doing? Let's see who we have on here. Welcome everyone to the call. Thank you guys so much for tuning in this evening. Let's see who we have here. How did you guys like the music? Yes, I found a new playlist on Spotify. I'm absolutely loving it. I love jazz. I love instrumentals, period. I really love that song. Okay, so let's see here. All right, so everyone that's on here, let us know where you are tuning in from. We're really excited about the call tonight. Some of you may be new to what we're sharing. Some of you may have seen this a million times, but what we're going to do today is help you guys discover a new way of doing business. This is a new concept that has totally rocked this world. So many people all over the world have decided to partner with us because of the concept that we're going to share with you today. So we want to make sure that you guys are taking copious notes, make sure that you have no distractions around you, make sure that you're paying close attention, because we're going to have a conversation today. I want you guys to understand this is not a presentation, although we're going to have slides up. We want you to feel comfortable. We want you to know that you can get your questions answered. Don't be so uptight. Just take notes. And at the end, we're going to open it up so you can get your questions answered. I do have an amazing young lady that's joining me today by the name of Jackie Pippin. She's one of the top income earners in the company. And I thought this would be the perfect platform for her to kind of tune in to make sure that if I can't answer the question, that she's definitely going to be able to answer it. She has plenty of experience. She is always out there helping everybody win, regardless of whether she benefits or not. And that is so important to me. And that should be so important to you to know that you have that support regardless of whether the person is actually benefiting. So what we're going to do really quick is, I'm not sure if, are you able to unmute yourself, Miss Jackie? You're not on mute. Okay, great. Yes, I can hear you good. All right, everyone. So what we're going to do really quick is just introduce ourselves, because some of you may not be familiar with us, and then we're just going to roll right on into this. I would like to make someone else admin host for a moment to let people in so that we don't have to be distracted by that.
Michelle is on.
Michelle is on. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Michelle, I just made you co-host. Thank you so much, sweetheart. If you can just help us let people in the room so that we can go ahead and flow. Well, first off, my name is Tawana Houston. I'm an Emerald Ambassador within this company that we're going to talk about today. I've been with the company before it even had a name. I've been in this industry for 7 years. I actually celebrated 7 years this past January. My background is actually 20 years in the corporate space in default management. I was that person that was helping you save your home, working out loss mitigation, short sales, you name it. I love what I did. Bankruptcy, foreclosure, short sales, all of that was amazing. But what I didn't like about what I did is that I felt like I was just putting a Band-Aid on people's situation, if that makes sense. I'm a numbers girl. I was always trying to figure out a way to help that person stay in their home a little longer. But guess what? After 90 days, they were right back on my desk. And that's because most people are losing their homes just because they didn't have an additional $500 a month. Now, when I got introduced to this industry, I just want to keep it real. It had nothing to do with additional income. It had nothing to do with the story I just shared with you. It was actually a problem that my husband and I was trying to solve, which was our tax debt. Because of our income, we were owing about a good $6,000 to $8,000 a year. That may not sound like a lot of money, but when you're on a payment plan for that and the next year you owe it again, it was just exhausting, especially when you have friends around you that make way more money than you were making, yet they didn't pay back. So we didn't grow up in households with entrepreneurs. We didn't understand the value of having a home-based business. So we just started Googling. And we learned that the number one tax strategy in the world was having a home-based business. We locked arms with the industry, and the rest is pretty much history. But the reason why I shared my corporate background is because it all ties in together. I'm finally in a position where I don't have to put a Band-Aid on people's situation. I can actually put them in position to not have to be on a person's desk like I was, like they were back then. So after being in this industry for about a good 18 months, I was able to retire from corporate, and this is all I've been doing full time for the past 7 years. So I'm really, really, really excited about that. You're going to hear a lot about this company. Network marketing industry as a whole is amazing. It's responsible for the most millionaires in this world, but this company specifically is really changing the game. So I want to throw it back to Miss Jackie, my mentor, the one that's just killing the game right now within our Boomerang, just to share her story, and then we're going to go right into it.
Thank you, Tawana Houston, Emerald Tawana Houston. Thank you so much for having me on the call tonight. I am honored, and it gives me a pleasure to speak with everybody. You're an amazing leader as well. One of the top leaders here at iBoomerang. In fact, corporate calls on you for a lot of things to get things done because they know that you're going to get it done and in a professional way. So definitely thank you so much for your leadership as well. You guys, I'm Jackie Pippins, as she said. I was working in corporate America, and I was a front office manager at a hospital. And what I did was I definitely served others. And one of my key jobs was to collect the money at the front. They knew couldn't nobody get by me, right? I collected so much money. I made the company, you guys, millions of dollars, right? But of course, they never paid me for what I was worth. And I remember the CEO of the hospital, I'm talking about the big man, the top guy, came in the office. And he thought that he was going to get by without paying his money. And I said, oh, absolutely not. And man, they never let me live. They was like, man, this girl is good. And he even said, who is this young lady? We're just going to keep her around forever, because they knew I was serious about that money. But when this business was introduced to me, I was sick and tired of being sick and tired. We was living paycheck to paycheck. Basically, me and my husband, we was just living to pay bills. It was two incomes, and we was still living paycheck to paycheck. And I said, you know what? It's just gotta be a better way. And so when this industry was introduced to me, you guys, I wasn't qualified to say no. I was not qualified to say no. I knew I wanted something different, right? I wanted to have more money that month. And so I remember getting started in this industry, and that same job that I was working, I was able to leave that 6 months after taking this industry very serious. And so now, ladies and gentlemen, I am in charge of my own destiny. I feel like I'm on vacation every single day. I basically get up when I finish sleeping, and that feels good. I remember in corporate America, oh my God, I had to be at work at 6:30. I remember that alarm clock. I remember snoozing that alarm clock over and over and over until I just couldn't snooze it no more, right? But now I don't have an alarm clock. I am so in charge of my destiny, you guys. And let me tell you, you don't know what freedom feels like until you actually have freedom. You cannot put a price on it. So what we're going to show you tonight, that can be your time freedom. If you take it serious, like myself and Miss Tawana, we took it serious. This can be your key to your future and your children's children's children. So back to you, Miss Tawana.
Absolutely. So what I would like to do before we pull up the slides, because it's only going to take us about 30, 35 minutes, 40 minutes at the most to share this information with you. But I'm curious to know the backgrounds of the individuals that we have watching right now, because what I love about this company is that it complements what you're already doing. So we're going to kind of dig in your minds today. You know, we're not here to do the traditional presentation. I want to make sure that when you get off this call today, you understand how this is going to tie into what you're already doing. So in the chat, if you don't mind, just let us know what your background is, because you may not think of the question that you need to ask, but if we know your background, we can share with you how this can change the game for you and what you're already doing. Because this presentation is only going to give you a high level overview, but we know the ins and outs of it. So if you're just able to just share that with us, then we could say, hey, oh, wow, you're an insurance agent. Okay, this is what you need to do. Wow, you're in healthcare. This is what you need to do. So let us know those backgrounds so that we can really tie this in for you. All righty. So what I'm going to do is share the slides right now, and we're going to get right into it. Keep on loading up that chat, letting us know what your background is, and we are going to get this party started. For those of you that may be watching on Facebook, please jump on Zoom. We're not monitoring that chat there. Again, the ID is 911-911-2019. All right, so let's get to it. Okay, so the company that we're going to talk about today is called iBoomerang. Now, before we go into the future slides, let's first talk about the name of this company. When you think about a boomerang, what comes to mind? Because when I first heard this company's name, I was like, okay, what were they thinking? And then he really broke it down. The CEO of this company is someone that loves to give back. If you ask him how he created this wealth, because he is a multi-million dollar earner, how did you create the wealth? He always focused on giving back. So what you're going to notice here within the company is that if you throw out goodwill, just like a boomerang is something that you throw out. And if you throw it out the right way, it's going to come right back to you, not only in the form of income, but also as savings. So everything within this company, you're going to notice that you're giving back. And that's something I believe in wholeheartedly. Even in my corporate world, I was always giving back. I own a nonprofit. I'm always giving back. I own another company. I'm always giving back. We're always trying to figure out ways to give back. So this is a business that really resonated with me because of their concepts and their philosophies. And the CEO, that's his primary focus, is just educating people. If you focus more on throwing out goodwill, then it's going to come right back to you. Now, the reason why I invited Miss Jackie Pippins to join me today is because she lives by this. This is a woman that manifests everything, and I've never seen anything like it before in my life. She says she wants something, and then it happens. And because she's teaching me that today, Tawana, if you want something, just claim it. You know, don't worry about the ifs and what if things don't happen. Just claim it. So I would love for her just to share. I'm not sure which one she's going to share because I've witnessed a lot over the past 7 years, but I would love for her to kind of touch on that just a little bit, if she doesn't mind, on some things that you've experienced by simply just throwing it out there.
Absolutely, Tawana. When Mr. Holzenberg came up with the concept of iBoomerang, I was like, what in the world? What kind of name is that for a company? And then he shared with me the philosophy of an iBoomerang. Of a boomerang, you throw it out and goodwill comes back to you. Well, I'm one of those, what you call a giver. Okay, I'm one of the biggest tithers in my church. I love, giving back, because that's what the word teaches us, is to give back. Well, I remember one day I was going somewhere and there was a lady. It was very hot. It was like over 100 degrees here in Atlanta, Georgia. She was walking, and I was on my way to an appointment. It was an attorney appointment. I was like, oh, Lord, I can't let this lady walk in this hot sun like this. So I picked her up, and she told me she was going to the grocery store. So I was taking her to the grocery store. I said, I can take you, but I have an appointment. I cannot take you back. And she said, okay, I appreciate this. And so my heart just would not let her walk home with those groceries in her bag. I said, this appointment can just wait. I can reschedule. I can just do something different. And so I waited on her. And when she got in my car, so I asked her a question. I said, so where's your car? She said she had about 4 or 5 kids and her car was repossessed. She lost a job and she just didn't have anything. And I was like, oh my goodness. And so I got her information. So I called my husband and I said, listen, I met this lady today. She doesn't have a car. I told him the situation. I said, we have an extra car. Let's give her a car. Let's give her our car. And he was like, are you sure that's what you want to do? And I said, yes, I'm sure. And so what we did, we got the car ready. We got the tags. We got it registered. We did everything. And I called the lady and told her that I was going to bless her with a car. She broke out crying on the phone. She was so happy. She was so excited. She said, no one has ever did anything like this for me in my entire life. And I said, no problem. She kept saying, are you sure? I said, I'm definitely sure. So we took her the car, gave her the car, blessed her with the car, right? Never seen her since. And I kid you not, this is how Boomerang works. 2 months later, it could have been a month or two later, I was rewarded a brand new Porsche on the stage at Vegas. This is something I had no idea that I was getting. In fact, it was down to like 5 people could have got the car. And Tawana was one of them. And somehow I got the car. I ended up with the car. And I started thinking, man, I just gave one away. And here it is, come right back. And so when Mr. Holtenbuzz came up with this philosophy, it just made sense to me. Everything we do is going to be in the giving back format. We're going to teach folks how to be millionaires, and we just going to have the universe all around the world. So I absolutely love this concept, you guys. It just makes stupid sense. Yes.
Okay, well, let's keep on moving on. I just love that story. But if we ever get the opportunity, if anybody remind us that was a few years back, we got the pictures of being on that stage and everything. Like, I remember sitting there like, am I going to win this car? Am I going to win this? And Jackie gets it. My husband was like, T, if you would have won that car, I know I would have had to jump up there and pull you off that stage because I probably would have fainted. But anyway, let's keep on moving, you guys. All righty. So this company is built on a philosophy. If you give, you shall receive. So before we go into the meat and potatoes of the company, let's first talk about this disclaimer. Okay, we're going to talk real talk now. You get what you put in. Our Boomerang cannot and will not guarantee your ability to get results in this company. It's just like a gym membership. If you were to go to Planet Fitness, LA Fitness, whatever gym you go to, if you sign up for that gym, I guarantee you, they're not going to call you the next day to remind you to get out that bed and show up. They're not going to remind you to eat right. They're not going to remind you to get on that treadmill or go to those classes. They're going to give you all the tools. They're even going to recommend personal trainers. They're going to give you a meal plan, everything. But it's up to you to do what's required. It's the same thing in business. And some of you on here are not brand new to business. You know, if you do nothing, you get nothing. Right? So it's the same thing here within our Boomerang. We're going to give you all the tools. This company is owned by the GOAT of this industry, not a gentleman that woke up one day and just decided to open up the doors. This is someone that's the GOAT of the industry. He knows what he's doing. You have all the tools that you need to win, but you have to make the decision to do what's required. So we want to go ahead and get that out the way first. So this world is changing. Many of you know that by 2027, 86.5 million people will work whenever and wherever they want. That's a total shift from traditional jobs to independent work. Now, yesterday, let's talk about the old way of doing things. You just heard Jackie Pippins and I talk about our backgrounds in the corporate space. How many of you are still in that corporate space now? If you are, you're very familiar with what I'm about to talk about here. People had one job, one career, and they work from 9 to 5. It's called the 40-40-40 plan. So for those of us that's still a part of that, you're working 40 hours a week for 40 years. But guess what happens when you retire? You retire on just 40% of your income. And most people don't think about that. They're so excited about getting to retirement, but you lose 60% of your income. Most people couldn't even take care of their households with 100%. So if you didn't prepare for retirement, then that's why most people are in love with today's world, which is the gig economy. 84% of independent workers live their preferred lifestyle compared to just, I can't see my screen here. I think it's about 50% or so working in traditional jobs. So let me minimize this really quick, you guys. I'm having issues controlling my slides here. All righty. So customers' expectations have changed tremendously. Now, I want you guys to put yourself in the mind of a customer as well as a business owner. Now, as it relates to your customers, How have things changed? You want ongoing value. You want unique experiences. You want things personalized just for you. What do we mean by that? We're spoiled today. We didn't have the technology like this back in the day. You had to research everything if you wanted something. Today, guess what happens when you get on social media? Things that you like pop up in your face every single day. Like I'm a girl, like I'm looking for a ranch home. I love Nikes. Guess what I see every time I get on social media? That's what I see. And that's what you love. Many of us purchase things that are brought in our face because technology is tracking what we're doing each and every day. Your personal expectations have changed as well. You want that time freedom. You want that residual income. You want to be able to just enjoy life to the fullest and be able to give back even more. Now, in the old world of network marketing, how many of you have been involved in network marketing before? Give me a 1 in the comments, because I'm going to share with you what you've experienced. This industry is amazing. Once again, it's responsible for the most millionaires in the world. But in that old way of network marketing, you had to sell. You had to put in about 10 to 12-hour days. You could only focus on one industry. I don't care what company it was just one industry that you had access to. You had one stream of income, you own nothing, and you retired with little income. But let's talk about the new world. Within our Boomerang, Holton Buggs, I want you guys to understand, and we're going to talk about him in a moment, but he's been in this industry for 30 plus years. This gentleman saw everything that he wanted to change. He made sure that he implemented a different way within this company. See, within our Boomerang, you're going to have success without selling. You're going to have access to 192 countries. You have a technology that's working for you, which I can't wait to share with you guys. And you get paid when your customers save. But most importantly, if you didn't hear anything I talked about on this slide, I want you to make sure that you pay attention to this last bullet point, because this is what our Boomerang is all about. You earn multiple income streams in one business. That is huge. You're going to see when we cover these future slides how you will have to literally join 6 to 7 companies to have access to what we're giving you under one umbrella. All righty. So yesterday, you get paid when you sell. That's the selling value. But within our Boomerang, we call it the Boomerang effect. It's all about giving back. You notice that the more your customers save, the more you earn. And that's the giving value. So let's talk about the leadership for a moment. Now, I get really excited when I get to this slide. You guys, he's truly the X factor. His name is Holton Buggs. He's the chairman and CEO of this company. Now, this is a gentleman that has been in the industry for 30 plus years. He's the greatest of all times. But what I love most about his story, yes, he's a multi-million-dollar earner today, but it's the first 7 years of his journey that really attracted me to him, because I knew that he was somebody that understood the value of sticking and staying. He understood the value of having mentorship. His first 7 years, he earned less than $500 per month, and most people would have given up. See, I was raised in an environment. My mother taught me, you may not always have the answers, but if you do the opposite of the majority, you will always win. And that's why I appreciate his story so much. Most people would have given up. In 1997, he developed a formula and system to achieve rapid success. In 2009, because he didn't give up, he was able to coach over 50 people to earn over $1 million. He had record-breaking earnings and sales for 10 years straight. Now, for those of you that were on this call at the very beginning, you heard me share my background. It was in default management. Most people were losing their homes because they didn't have an additional $500 per month. So when I hear that he helped over 50 people earn over $1 million, you know what I thought about? Everybody's goal isn't to be a millionaire. How many people became 6-figure earners? How many people became 5-figure earners? How many people got that extra $500 a month so they didn't lose their home? So I want you guys to think deep, dig deep, and really think about how many other people were blessed by his decision to not give up those first 7 years. So in March of 2019, he founded his own company, which is called our Boomerang. Now, this gentleman, all the success that I just talked about was under somebody else's company. So he asked himself, if I can help this many people under somebody else's brand, just imagine what I could do if I start my own. What I really appreciated about him is that he didn't have to start this company. I mean, he's a legend in this industry, but he said, let me start our Boomerang and make a difference in this industry so that that small fish, that person that doesn't have that major following could win big as well. And that's when he founded iBoomerang alongside his beautiful wife, Mrs. Earlene Buggs, and the rest is history. Companies rise and fall based on leadership. I don't care how amazing the product or service is. If you don't have the right leader in place, then guess what? That company is going downhill. Now, Jackie Pippins, most people think when we do this presentation that we knew Holton Buggs prior to this company. And I want to go ahead and nip that in the bud right now. We don't have a personal relationship with Holton Buggs to the point where we knew him many, many years ago. But one thing we do have is that we have those people skills and we pay attention to the way people move, and we did our research and our homework. And this is a gentleman that gives back. This is a gentleman that married his 12-year-old sweetheart. And to this date, they are still married. And I believe wholeheartedly how you do one thing is how you do everything. But Jack, if you don't mind just sharing your experience with Holton Buggs and what you love most about his leadership before we move on.
Yes, thank you. Yes, Mr. Holton Buggs is a GOAT, as what you said, the greatest of all time. I remember meeting him in Las Vegas. They actually flew us into Las Vegas. We had no idea who we were going to meet. And this gentleman come down the stairs and I said, oh my goodness, Holton Buggs. I knew exactly who he was because I've heard about him. And we were in a company years and years and years ago, but he was only in that company 2 weeks and he left. I mean, when I got in, it was only 2 weeks. I had a chance to meet him, so I really didn't know him. But I heard about his record. I heard about him creating millionaires. And I said, oh, my goodness, whatever this gentleman sells, if it's bubblegum, I'm all in because I knew what his record. But what I love most about Mr. Holton Buggs, we're in the middle of a pandemic, right? You know, that COVID-19. Let me tell you, last year, this time, the month of April, is when the world was turned upside down. Folks were losing their jobs. The restaurants were shutting down. Hairstylists, barbers, their business closed down. The nail shop. I mean, it was the worst time ever. But let me talk about the leadership that we have in that month. When everybody around the world was closing their doors, other network marketing companies shutting down, our numbers tripled. We created more top income earners that month in the history of network marketing. It's like someone came to Mr. Holton Buggs prior to the pandemic. Hey, get your group ready. We get ready to be in a pandemic and you need to do X, Y, Z. That man has a vision out this world. He is definitely the kind of leadership that you want to be under in a rough time. Mm-hmm. And then we were in a rough time. So imagine we're not being in a rough time, what this man can do. We have the best of the best of the best. We're the only company in the history of the world that when we launched, the same year we launched, 2019, we were #1 in direct sales. Apple didn't do it. Uber didn't do it. Google didn't do it. But iBoomerang did it. So you guys, we are the best of the best of the best. So back to you, Tawana.
Absolutely. Okay, you guys. So what this company has done, they have created a concept to make the future of business easier. And that's what we're going to talk about now. So I'm going to take my time on this slide because it's so important that you understand this concept here before we move forward. So we are a technology company. And what we have is a product that's called the PRIB. This is our technology. PRIB stands for Perpetual Residual Income Builder. This is like having your own virtual assistant in your back pocket 24/7 to help you really understand this concept because it is brand new to network marketing. This is the first time it's ever been introduced to this space. When you think about the PRIB, I want you to think about Alexa or Siri or Bixby. Those are virtual assistants that help those major companies become flat out wealthy. To help you really understand the concept, how many of you have a Facebook page? Give me a 1 in the comments if you have a Facebook page. because Facebook has a very similar technology. So what they did was Facebook gave you a free account. And the reason why they gave you that free account is because they knew that you were going to do what? You were going to send friend requests. You were going to join groups. You were going to do all these things. So Facebook gave you that free account to learn your behaviors. Same thing you have here. So what you're going to do is you're going to build up a free customer base, and we're going to show you how to do that. But all the data that you're collecting goes inside of our technology. Our technology is going to pay attention to the wants and needs of your customers, and it's going to promote different products and services that we offer to your customers. And you're going to watch your residual income grow. Now, some of you work full-time jobs. Some of you may have several businesses. Some of you may be single moms and you have a lot going on. So just imagine the first time ever in network marketing history, you have a technology like Amazon, like Facebook, that has your back, that's continuously growing your income behind the scene. That's a major game changer. So I need to make sure that you guys understand that it doesn't go over your head, because as we talk about these different verticals, that's what the Prib is promoting to your customers. So you have a business partner called the Prib that's working with you to grow your residual income so you don't have to do it by yourself. So this is the Prib at work for you. So it helps you with your customers and it helps you with building your team. So as it relates to your customers, it's going to help you follow up with your customers, sell to your customers, upsell your customers, cross-sell your customers. How many of you like selling? I can't stand it. I'm an introvert. Naturally, I'm an introvert. I can't stand selling, but I love the fact that all I have to do is get a customer one time, and there's a technology that's going to help promote different products and services to them. But what about building a team? If you choose to build a team, this technology is going to welcome them to the business. This technology is going to show them the different trainings. It sends them a series of emails when they get started. It's going to help them understand the benefit of upgrading. It's going to promote the events for you. And most importantly, it's going to help control retention. I know it's just different because it absolutely is. I just want to make sure that you guys completely understand that concept so you don't feel like you're in business by yourself. Now, we're going to go into the verticals. But first, I want to make sure you guys understand how you get customers inside of the Prib. Sometimes I say data because I'm just that techie girl. So when you think about building up your customer base, in my mind, it's all about getting data inside of our Boomerang's technology. So how do you do that? Remember, Mr. Holton Buggs wanted to create an environment where you can have success without selling. He wanted the average person to be able to win, whether they had a following or not. How many of you would agree that travel is sexy? Travel is something that you don't have to put a gun to a person's head to do. People love travel, right? So Mr. Holton Buggs said, what is something that we could give away for free where people can sign up for a membership, just like Facebook did, just like Amazon did, just like all these other social media platforms did, that give you something for free to get your data? What can we give the world for free to help people build up a massive customer base? And he decided to lead with travel. So what we have here is iGo. iGo is the wholesale travel platform. Now, we are not a travel company. We are a technology company, but iGo is the front door. Now, I've been in the travel space for many, many years. This platform that I'm about to share with you, I've seen it sold as low as $6,000, as high as $40,000. Mr. Holton Buggs is allowing you to give it away to the world for free. This is a wholesale travel platform that people will save up to 70% off on their travel. But guess what happens when you give them that platform for free? They enter in their name, their email address, and their phone number. All of that information goes inside of the Prib. Now, these verticals that you see here, Zents, Vibe, Rise, and Build Genius, guess what the Prib does? The Prib pays attention to your customers that are inside of it, and it's going to promote different products and services to them that they are going to want to buy. This is just 3 of them. We have 2 more that's launching this month that is going to knock your socks off, so just hold tight. All righty. So to date, you guys, as of 18 months, we had over 1 million customers, which is unheard of. We just recently celebrated 2 years, and no other company in history has ever accumulated a customer base like we have. So let's talk a little bit about this travel platform, then we're going to move on. So when you give this travel platform to your customers for free, they're able to enjoy a 5-star lifestyle at 3-star prices. They're going to get this free membership. They're going to have exclusive access to the lowest prices, which is a huge savings for them as well as yourself. Now, here's an example. This is behind the curtain pricing. This is an example with New York City. It's a 4.5-star hotel. So if your customer was to look this platform up on Expedia, was to look this hotel up on Expedia, it would have been $339 nightly. But if they eliminate the middleman and book it through themselves, it's $178 nightly. But in this last example that you see here, you see the name Mr. Holton Buggs, who's the CEO of our company. When this was introduced to him, the question that he asked himself is, wow, these rates are amazing, because he was just playing around with it. But he said, before I introduce this to my company, before I allow this to be the front door to my technology, let me see what the experience is going to be like. He took himself and his beautiful wife on this amazing vacation, and you can see the savings here. His total reservation was a little over $1,300. It says, congratulations, you saved almost $1,600. His number one question was, when I get to that check-in counter, and the person next to me, they paid $1,600 more, am I going to be treated any differently because I didn't pay full price? Am I going to get the same amenities? Am I going to have windows in my rooms, blankets, pillows? He just wanted to make sure it's the same experience regardless of the cost. They came back with raving reviews. They were super excited about the experience. And that's when he made the decision to lead with this particular product. So this is the front door to our technology. Who cannot give this away for absolutely free to be able to get data inside of our technology? Now, before I cover this, I want to speak to the hearts of those individuals that may have access to organizations. Okay, because we have a lot of real estate agents. We have a lot of pastors. We have a lot of insurance agents. We have a lot of car salesmen. We have people that have access to people. A lot of those individuals in those different industries are always trying to raise money. They're always trying to figure out a way to incentivize their existing customer base. This is how you do it. And when you do this, you're getting a return of it. You're getting income as well. So let's say you are a real estate agent. This is a gift that you can give a person when they close on their home. This is a free gift. They're going to benefit from the savings, but you're earning 50% of what your customers save. We have individuals that own churches. So let's say your goal is to raise money within the church. You can give this away to the congregation, and then you're going to earn 50% of what they save. I don't care what industry you're in. This is a way that you can give away something for free, and you're still going to earn. So let me show you how that works. The first example that you see here is the ambassador platform. As you can see here, that savings is 40%. An ambassador means you are a business owner. You are an ambassador within our Boomerang. So you save more than your customer saves in that second example. The public price is the same, $1,046, but the business owner saved $424. The customer saved $212. But as you can see here, you earn half of what your customers save. Your customers save $212. They're excited about that. They didn't pay 1 red cent to have access to it. And this is a rate that they cannot find outside of you. You did not book the trip for them. All you did was send them a link to give them access. You got yourself out of the way. They booked their vacation and you waited to get your 50%. So the only question is how many people do you want to get this in the hands of? So yes, this is the front door to our technology, but you can earn from it as well. So that's enough about the travel platform. Let's go ahead and move on. So imagine, how many Facebook friends do you guys have? How many people do you have access to? Put that in the chat for me, because I want to paint the picture for you. I have 5,000 Facebook friends. I can't even accept anymore. So my goal is to make sure that everyone has access to that iGo platform so that they're inside of the company's technology. But now we're going to talk about the different verticals that the Prib can promote to the customers, and you can promote it to them as well. So smell is one of the strongest of the 5 senses. And we're going to talk about Zence. Now, Zence has been a major game changer. This is the world's first wearable technology in aromatherapy space. Now, this is a revolution of wearable technology, and we have 3 moods. We have Purify, which is a lemon scent. We have Energize, which is eucalyptus, and we have Relax, which is lavender. It's personal, it's portable, it's powerful. I could probably show you guys what it looked like now, but you probably can't see me. It's just a little small box, so I'll share it at the end. But this is like having headphones on your nose. People that wear mask all day are absolutely loving it. My daughter is trying her best to get in the camera right now because she hears me talking about Zents. She loves the eucalyptus scent. She has allergy issues when she goes to daycare. I will always have to sign my life away to get a prescription inside of that school for her. But she loves wearing the Zents because it helps her breathe better. It says energize. I don't use it for that reason as relates to my child. I use it so that she can breathe better at school. This is the only thing that I've been able to send to the school where I didn't have to sign off on anything because it's 100% natural, which I love. Relax is what I use in the evening when I'm trying to kind of bring it down for the night. I put this in so I can relax better at night. The lemon is for that mental clarity. We had so many success stories with this. We had over $1 million in sales in September. And because of that, our back order just released, maybe 2 weeks ago. But I would love to hear the queen of Zents be able to share her experience with this, which is Miss Jackie Pippins, because her organization really did some major things with this. And I believe we have someone on the line as well that owns spas. This is really a major game changer. So Miss Jackie's, will you mind sharing a little bit about your experience with Zents?
We absolutely love that Zents. Let me tell you, in our first month, the company sold over 1 million in products. We sold so much that we were on back order. We finally just caught up as of last month. And so that's just how fast this product was going. Everybody absolutely love it. It's good for, if you know anyone wearing a mask these days, instead of smelling what they smell under the mask, they can smell that aromatherapy for up to 12 hours, which is definitely amazing. My organization, I can't tell you how much we sold. I just know we sold a lot. And I tell you, that month, my income probably quadrupled that 1 month. Mm-hmm. It just did. And so this product is just so amazing. We absolutely love it. The wholesale is $25 and you sell it for what you want, whatever's suitable for you and the people that you know, and you can earn income from it. So that's definitely a game changer.
You always light up when you talk about Zents. We have a young lady that may be on here. I'm not sure if she's on here, but her name is Natasha Bolton. She actually owns 3 spas in Memphis. And I love sharing her story because she just took off running with this product. And really think about it. When you go to spas, you're really not focused on, you're just there for self-care. You don't even really care how much you're spending. But she was selling this at her spas for $60 a box. I hope she doesn't mind me sharing it. But that's what she was selling it for. She's so far have profited over $18,000 with this in her spa. So this is a major game changer if you promote it the right way and get it in the hands of the right people. So please, please, please get back with the person that invited you so you can learn more about this product in itself, because it's the world's first technology like this in the aromatherapy space. All righty. So Vibe Rise, you guys. I get really excited about this one because of my background. We have coined the concept that is called Drive Share, which you see up there at the top. It is a trademark concept. Mr. Holton Buggs knew that this is one of the most lucrative verticals within the travel space. So what did he do? He went out there and purchased his own ride share company. Now, the reason why we call it Drive Share, because it's exactly what it is. He's sharing profit with the drivers. So a little bit about my story. My father, I grew up in a household with a taxi cab driver. I grew up in Washington, D.C. The reason why I'm in Atlanta is because my mother's job transferred to Atlanta. She's a paralegal. So when the firm transferred to Atlanta, my father started driving taxis in Atlanta. Well, shortly thereafter, the rideshare industry came out, and my daddy's best friend introduced him to it. Now, his best friend got a one-time upfront commission. I think back then it might have been $350 to $500, somewhere in there. But because of this company here, his income would have been so different. Back then, you didn't earn off of the rides. My daddy completed over 10,000 rides to date. His best friend didn't earn 1 red cent. Within Vibe Rise, this is how this works. You can literally build up a fleet of drivers. So I want to use my father and his best friend as an example so you can understand the difference in how he would have got paid. So his best friend, if this existed back then, would have earned 3% of 10,000 plus rides. Give me a 3 in the comments if this is making sense to you. Some of you may be rideshare drivers today. All you get is a one-time upfront commission. If that person completes 10, 20,000, 30,000 rides, you don't earn 1 red cent of that. But within our Boomerang, you do. This is one of the verticals that we offer. So if you're somebody like me that says, I'm not going to drive, honey, I have no problem building up a fleet of drivers and earning 3% of every single ride that they complete. That is a major game changer. You can also recruit riders. Make sure that everyone has this app on their phone. So no matter which vehicle they're in, that's still 3% coming back into your household. So we can go on and on about that, but that is really major. We're in Atlanta. We're in Florida. Not Atlanta yet. Look, I'm claiming it. We're in Texas and we're in Florida, you guys. So we're expanding around the map. So just stay tuned for that. But if it's not in your state, you can still build up drivers in the states where we are located. All righty. So you guys, the next one we're going to talk about is Build Genius. Now, this is one of the verticals that we offer that really is my favorite. I would say probably Jackie would agree. This is one of her favorites as well. One thing about it is we talked about Zents. Everybody may not like Zents. We talked about Vibe Rides. Everybody may not like Vibe Rides. We talked about iGo. Everybody may not like iGo. But one thing I can guarantee you is that everybody pays bills. That's a fact. So Americans are overpaying their bills by over $60 billion. 9 out of 10 of you that are probably watching me right now overpaying your bills today. So what we're going to show you is how you can reduce your bills without switching providers. Now, I don't know about you guys, but I'm one of those people that's always in Walmart. And at the back of Walmart, there's always that company sitting back there just trying to get you to switch to their company, not reduce your bills. So what we offer here is a personal assistant, a personal negotiator that's contacting your provider on your behalf to negotiate your monthly bill. There's no upfront cost whatsoever. These are the type of bills that you can negotiate at the bottom here. There's so many others as well. These are just a few examples, but you have TV, you have internet, you have phone, you have power, you have security. But now let me explain to you how you do this. It takes less than 3 minutes for you to be able to upload your bills. And what I love about this is private. You can't go on the internet and try to do it on your own. You have to get a special code from someone in the business to have access. When they send you that information, you upload your bills in less than 3 minutes. Build Genius contacts your provider on your behalf. And the last step there, you don't pay anything unless you save. Let me give you an example. Let's say Miss Jackie Pippins uploads her cable bill. Build Genius contacts that company. They save her $50 per month. Guess how much your Jackie Pippins pays? She just splits the savings with Build Genius. See, Jackie was already paying full price anyway. So now she's going to split the savings with Build Genius and pay Build Genius $25 a month and enjoy her $25 worth of savings with that company. Now, if that's a game changer, please put game changer in the comments. That doesn't get any simpler than that. My background is default manager. I've seen people paying thousands of dollars to be able to negotiate their bills, consolidate their bills, you name it. So this is a way for you to reach out to everyone that you know, help them save on their bills, people that you have access to, your customer base. Oh my goodness, tax professionals, you guys are loving this. This is tax season for them. Every tax customer they have a laptop set up for them to save on their bills as well. If you think outside of the box, you guys, this is residual income that's going to keep coming every single month. People pay their bills every single month. It's not an option to pay your bills or your lights are off. So you have to pay your bills. So please don't overlook this because this is guaranteed. This is something that people must have if you think outside of the box and put yourself in position to win. You have Kristen here from Texas that saved almost $1,000 on 3 bills. John from New York that saved almost $1,800 on 2 bills. You have Wendy in Maryland that saved over $1,300 on 3 bills, and the list goes on and on. Now let's talk about the power of 10. Now, we already discussed that everybody has to save on their bills. Everybody has to pay bills. But I want you to start thinking about people that have that entrepreneurial spirit like you do. If you see the value in Build Genius, then go out there and find 10 people that see the value as well. You lead first. You go out there and find 10 people. You get 10 customers. And by the time you get to month 4, you have 100 customers. Month 8, 1,000 customers. By the time you're a year in, you have over 10,000 customers. That's over 11,000 customers, averaging about $100 per month, which is almost $6,000 residually into your household. Now, you guys, so far, we have covered 4 industries. I want to make sure you guys are getting this. I told you guys at the beginning, what makes us so different is that we have several industries under one umbrella. You have options. You will literally have to join a negotiation company, a aromatherapy company, a ride share company to have access to all of this. We're being heralded as the Amazon of opportunity. So it makes it so much easier to build your business when you can attract people different ways. We're not focused on one industry. We're focused on promoting and selling things to people that they want and need. So do you boomerang? Yes. I boomerang. We have thousands of people around the world that have boomerang. We have over 1 million customers that are boomeranging as well. But that's not why I'm asking you that question. I'm asking you, do you boomerang? Because I want to show you how simple this is. I want to eliminate a lot of excuses. I had to call them excuses, but a lot of times that's what we do. We look at things like this and we say, oh, I'm just too busy. I don't have time for this. I want you guys to understand that and when I got involved in this industry, wife, mother, full-time student, full-time job, you name it. I had everything going on, as well as another business that I was pushing. So what I love about our boomerang is they simplified the process. Mr. Holton Bugs is all about eliminating excuses, making it easy for everyone to win. Now, I will be fair here. I'm a very techie person. It takes me about 8 seconds to send a boomerang. So if you aren't a techie person, maybe you even struggle with getting on Zoom. Maybe you can barely turn on your phone or your TV. I'm going to assume that's you. It may take you 30 seconds, maybe a minute to send a boomerang. My point is that it's super simple. You go into your back office, as long as you have that person's email address and phone number, you can send the boomerang from the back office and get yourself out of the way. The system does the rest of it. It will send your customer what they need to be able to activate the boomerang, and then you wait to save and you wait to generate your income. Simple as that. So all you have to do is throw out that boomerang and allow the system to do the rest for you. Now, residual income from the Prib. As I just shared with you, you send ambassadors and customers to the Prib. Remember, the Prib is our main product. The Prib is our technology. The Prib uses data analytics and artificial intelligence to sell for you. If you don't know what data analytics is, you are part of it every day. I guarantee you, I promise you, if I give you a homework assignment now, when you get off of this, go Google something. I don't care what it is. And then go on Facebook. You guarantee to see an ad about it. That's the same technology that we have here. Just get your customers inside of the technology, and we're going to pay attention to their wants and needs and promote things to them that they want to buy, things that are attractive to them. So your residual income is based on your efforts as well as the Prib. It works hand in hand. You have your own virtual assistant in your back pocket that's helping you grow your residual income. So you're not in this business by yourself. So there are 6 ways to earn income. You have the referral bonus. You have the direct customer bonus. You have the fast start accelerator bonus. You have the dual team bonus. You have the uni-level commissions. You have the leadership infinity bonus, you guys. And before we talk about how you get started, I would love to share with you guys really quick 2 verticals that we're launching this month. So we have Elevate. I want you guys to know, for especially those that's brand new, every 90 days, you have the opportunity to reinvent yourself, because Mr. Holton Bugs will be introducing a new product or service to the company. So this month, we have 2 that's being introduced. We have Elevate, which is our Forex platform. See, Mr. Holton Bugs is a very wealthy man. He is introducing Forex, and he went out there and got the best of the best. These are 100% full-time educators that will be teaching you, not a course where you're sitting there watching a recording, but these are real people that are holding your hand, that are teaching you how to trade. That launches in Mexico. Many of us will be in Mexico. Some will be watching it live, but that'll be launching on the 18th and the 19th in Mexico. We also have another product, which we can't announce yet, that will be launching in Mexico as well, that is going to kill the game, way better than the Zens product that many of you may be familiar with now. So you have 2 new ones that's launching this month on top of what we already have. And the company is just continuously growing. So how do you get started? I want you guys to see this here. This is your wholesale starter kit. It's only $49.95. It gives you a bird's eye view of what the company has to offer. We refer to this as the standby membership. Just like at an airport, if you get a standby ticket, there's no guarantee that you're going to get on the plane. It'll allow you to get at the gate, right? But there's no guarantee you're going to get on the plane. So it's just giving you a bird's eye view, everything that you would need to be successful in the company. But then you have to choose one of the 3 packages. So you add standby to your cart, and then you make a decision on which level of income you want to bring into your household, which is the difference between the 3. So these 3 packages here, the major difference is your income potential. So we're going to educate you on these packages. It's up to you to choose the one that's best for you. Jackie Pippins and I are at First Class all day long. The reason why I personally chose First Class is because I was in corporate for 20 years, you guys. I didn't hit 6 figures until the 15-year mark. Somebody else told me how much I could earn. So if you give me the opportunity to choose my income, I'm going all in. So I chose First Class. Regardless of the package that you choose, we all have the same monthly overhead of $99.95 per month. The first package here is Coach Class. It's a one-time investment of $250. When we talked about the travel platforms earlier, there are several different amenities offered within that platform. But at Coach Class, you only get access to hotels, flights, and rental cars. You get 10 codes to be able to start your customer base. You only earn 50% bonus percentage. I want to make sure you guys understand that. Let's say Miss Jackie Pippins booked a vacation and she saved $1,000. If I was at Coach Class, I would only earn $250. If I was at business or First Class, I would earn the full $500. So I want you guys to understand it's a one-time investment, but your income potential is for a lifetime. So don't shortcut yourself. If you need to be in Coach Class, do so. I just want to make sure you understand the difference and the earning potential. When it comes to a dual team bonus, if you choose to build a team, it's only fair that you override. How many of you are training people on your job now? They don't pay you to do that. That was my situation in corporate. So I was excited to be able to bring my skill set into this industry and actually earn. So at Coach Class, you're earning up to 10% bonus by helping other people. At business class, it's up to 12. At First Class, it's up to 20. And you get access to everything that we covered today. You get the Priya, which is our technology, VibeRise, Build Genius, Zents. You get all of that. Now, business class is a one-time $500. You're going to pick up cruises with this package. You get 25 boomerangs to get started with your customer base, but you'll notice that you get 100% bonus percentage. So with the example I gave you of Miss Jackie saving $1,000, you would bring the entire $500 into your household, and you get everything that I covered a moment ago. First Class, you guys, is a one-time investment of $1,000. Now, let me share something with you really quick. And please don't quote me on this because I don't know if it's a fact, okay? A young lady just joined the business, I think it was earlier today, that was on my team. We told her the package was $1,000, but it was $750 on the site. We had a promotion last month. Now, I can't see the rate because you don't see it to the third phase when you're signing up. So please don't quote me. But our package is $1,000. If it's still on the website, like it was earlier, you will only pay $750. The promotion may be still there, or they may have taken it down. I don't know. But at First Class, you get access to all the travel products. You get 50 boomerangs to build up your customer base. You earn 100% bonus percentage. You get up to 20% override as you're building a team, and you get access to all the verticals that we just covered. Now, I would love for Miss Jackie Pippins to close us out, but I want to share something with you guys really quick on why. I'm going to unshare these slides if I can. Let's see. Can I unshare these slides for a moment? Okay. All right, cool. All righty. So thank you guys so much for tuning in. But what I want to share with you guys really quick is why I was so excited about the $99.95 per month. One thing about working that corporate job, many people don't think about how much money you spend before you go to work. And that was my scenario. I was spending $300 to $400, sometimes $500 a week in gas. I had almost $2,000 in daycare expenses. The regular was $1,200, but if I ever worked late and had to pay for extra care, That all fell on me. So I had to pay that. I was also eating out, which is about $300 a month. Those are things that I couldn't write off. That's why my husband and I were continuously owing. So the reason why we started a home-based business is because it's $100 a month. And if I just learned something new and got out of my own way, I could be at the house, no daycare expenses, don't have to worry about eating out unless I choose to. I don't have to worry about any gas whatsoever unless I choose to. So I save so much money by choosing to do something different. So the homework assignment that I want to leave with you guys before I pass it on to Miss Jackie Pippins is to document how much are you guys spending to go to work every day. There's nothing wrong with that. But if your goal is to really bring additional income into your household, it's not going to get a second job. It's starting a business. So Miss Jackie Pippins, if you don't mind closing us out.
Yes, thank you so much. That was just amazing. Absolutely love this business every time I hear it. Ladies and gentlemen, you heard it. You heard it from Ms. Tawana Houston. This is the best of the best. She showed you how you can save on your bills, which is one of my favorites, the Vibe Ride. I mean, we got 4 verticals right now that you can make a 6-figure income off each vertical. And we have 2 more coming, which is amazing. And we said to you earlier to put in the chat what are some of you all's doing. So I happen to capture some of it. So someone said they were in customer service. Customer service would be great here. I mean, the service that you could give here at iBoomerang is amazing. It can definitely make you wealthy here. And then somebody is in security. Can you secure somebody's future? Oh my goodness, you can definitely secure future here in iBoomerang. You can change somebody's life for the rest of their life, their children's children. And then somebody is a CNA. You love helping people. You're in the hospital area, which is where I was. And so, but you can only help one patient at a time. One patient, but here you could help many, just all over the world, whether it's here in the States or in a foreign country, it doesn't matter. You can help so many more people here. And then somebody is in banking. You can just count all the money that you can make. You can count your own money right here with iBoomerang. I tell you, there's a lot to count. So you can be your own banker here in iBoomerang. And then, oh my goodness, we have an event planner. Your customer base is huge already. When you're doing those different events, think about all those customers that need your service. Think about an event plan. Folks want to travel. You're helping them travel anyway. And we have that platform right here. So that definitely goes inside with your business. And then we have a caterer. Oh my goodness. You cater to folks all over the world, and that's what you'll be doing here as well. We definitely have events as well here where we're going to need some catering events as well. And then the customer base that you have alone in your catering service you can service them over here as well in iBoomerang. And then somebody have the nerve to be in IT. This is a technology company. You are at home. This is what we do. This is technology. Listen, you can bring your expertise over here. A lot of us, like me, not so techie. You can teach all of that over here. I mean, you could help us with systems that's breaking down. So definitely, this is definitely a fit for all of you guys. So just think about whatever you're doing, it fits inside with us in iBoomerang. So listen, definitely get back with the person that invited you. All they want to do is collect a decision from you. They want to know, are you all in? Are you ready to change your future? Are you ready to be led by the GOAT, the greatest of all times? Are you really ready? The leadership here is amazing. You have Ms. Tawana Houston. Let me tell you, you cannot outwork a Tawana Houston. Let me just tell you that. You cannot outwork her. Then you have myself as well. I mean, imagine 2 workaholics together. Like, that's insane. That is insane. That you're going to almost have to try to lose in order to lose with us, period. So we definitely Looking forward to working with you. You have any questions? Listen, we're here to take questions. We got answers for you. But most of all, we want you to get mad, M-A-D, and make a decision. Let us know where you stand. Let us know that you're all in. Let us know that you're sick and tired of being sick and tired and you want to change in your life. So we're going to open up for questions. Anybody have any questions for us? There's not a question too hard for us, and there's not a dumb question whatsoever. So if you have any questions, let us know. We are here to answer any questions for you.
And if you have questions, put it in the chat. I'm not sure if they're able to unmute themselves or not.
Okay.
Or just put a 1 in the chat if you have a question. We'll wait around for a minute, and then I'll know to take you off mute if you do have a question. Thank you, Miss Tanya. Thank you, Michelle. Come on, Michelle. We're ready for you. All righty. I think we are good. Miss Tanya, you're a business partner? Thank you, Miss Diane. Colleen said, what did she miss? The entire presentation. Yes, this is being recorded. All right. Well, you guys have a blessed evening. I don't see any questions here, so I think everybody is A-okay. Get back with the person that invited you if you are a guest on the line. Thank you, Tanya. And you guys, let's get to it. This is going to be an amazing year. It's already been flat out amazing. I mean, a major difference in what people have experienced in 2020 already. You guys made a decision to take this year seriously. Thank you. Thank you, Sean. Thank you, Pamelia. All righty. Have a blessed night, everybody. And let's keep moving. All righty. Bye-bye.